and welcome back to Valeria's Corner. We are playing Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age today. As you can see, I got a new capture card. It's a little better than the cheapy boys I was buying, so clearly that wasn't working out. But I can't stream with this, but I can record. So we're gonna start a first game on this before I get an Xbox with Final Fantasy XII. It was on sale on the Switch for like $24 instead of the 60 it always wants. So I bought it. And yeah, so here we are. I got a Elgato HD 60S and the software was free. It itself is like $180. It's not bad. It's pretty decent. And once I got the settings to where my computer can do it, there's no real issues I'm having. So now we're gonna start a new game, and voila. And if you hear the sounds drop in and out, it's because anytime I talk, it reduces the game sound. So anytime it picks up a sound from my end, it will reduce the sound. So if it gets a little too bothersome, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna put that on. I don't like this shaky screen. I don't like inverted anything. Yeah, and some parts like running around, you can speed it up. I'll show you guys when it'll ever let me do that. We'll do normal, original, and alright, start new game. Off we go.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on.
It's so sweet. Now what's gonna fuck up?
If following this, Arcadia should launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side. withdraw! No! The paling still stands!
Shield beyond sight, ne'er failing light.
The paling's fallen!
Then it's over!
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasler!
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall...
It's one hell of an intro.
The death of Lord Rasler
Good grief.
was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Ashe's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasler's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
Good grief. Alright, here's hoping like...
You there.
That's a lot to take in.
Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Reks, sir. My name's Reks.
Good. Reks. You bore a few cuts.
Uh-huh.
You are
That I
still
did.
whole. Well, can you stand?
Sure. Alright, bodies on the ground.
Think you can fight?
Yeah.
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
Old enough.
17, sir.
Yikes, that's young as hell.
Young. Family?
Shit.
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in
2 years
Rabanaster.
younger than I. Ooh.
So young.
Yes, I
You're
believe
barely
that's how
old
it
enough
is.
to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No,
Too
sir.
fucking
I want
bad.
to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Basch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our
Alright,
efforts
sir.
will be in vain.
So the first...
Aware of the
Oh,
situation.
never mind. Sorry. Alright, time to smash you.
I will handle this rabble. Godspeed.
Okay. He's badass. Alright.
Steady, Rex.
Sorry
Keep
for
your wits
that.
about you and you'll make it.
We move!
Allergies, I swear. Okay. So, 13-minute opening. Alright. Oh my goodness. So Princess Ashe got married to, I'm assuming, a prince to have the empires, the kingdoms unite. And then they're fighting with the Empire. Convenient. Imperials. Yay. They kill her husband. She's now a widow. And now her city, Dalmasca, is under attack. And we're here to try to save the king. Alright. He's getting me to move. Yeah, here. Yep. Oh, look. Angles. Spinneroonies. Spinneroonies. Adjust view. Hooray. Use this to move. Yeah, because I'm assuming it's the same buttons as always. Yeah, talk icon. Yeah, I know. They really, like, clash that in. Yeah, talk to dude at the gate. Okay. Hi, sir. Life is worth too much to throw away, Rex. Do what you can, but don't try to be a hero. Save the hero stories for your brother once we're back in Rabanaster. Just listen to the captain and we'll get through this. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. Yes. Some action icon. Blah, blah, blah. When you see that, you can hit A. Oh, look. Hit A. I'm sorry. The tutorials are always the same. Yeah. Go ahead. Watch it before. Blah, 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 blah. So I'll try to keep my videos to at least 25 minutes. Because I can actually keep time on it now, which is nice. He's telling me how to get to my menu and how to fight. Yes, I know, it's a hostile line. So that red line dings from him to me, meaning he targets me. Okay, that's great. And then if there's a blue line coming out of me to him, I just targeted him. So it's not so much turn-based, but it is. It's more time-based. Less turny, more timed. And you can speed those up with items, certain abilities, when we get to choosing classes, which is much later down the road. Because the game's like at least an hour in before you can even like... It wants you immersed into the story, and it is good. So please pay attention and enjoy it. And I turned off my mic muting the game when I talk, because that's just going to mess up my audio even more. So now with Rex, he's got some magic spells, which I guess Thunder's good on mechs. It's not the worst. Yeah, they're pretty good on mechs. It's more, I'm using the knowledge I've had of other games, other Final Fantasy games, and it's usually relatively the same rules. And attacking is the auto attack. Like, he'll stay doing that unless you tell him otherwise. Like, I'm about to cure myself now. Oh, I guess the other dude was gonna do it. My bad. It's showing me what can happen with a huge party, which is pretty cool. You can have 3 in your party with a guest. We have guests. You have, I think without a guest, you have 3 in a party regardless. Which I think Final Fantasy XII was the last one they let you have 3 in a party, and 13 is when they stepped up to have 4, which is nice. But it's usually the 3 you want. And once later down the road, you get to actually choose the party you want.
My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
Of course you won't.
We receive you, Tomberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
Well fought.
Tomberry disengaging.
You're not a Tonberry. Don't lie to us. Thank you, guys. And now we all targeted the same guy, which is great. Oh, I can't help the team. Oh, I can't even heal the part? Okay. That's interesting. They will heal themselves. But stuff we're gonna learn is later down the road. So me explaining it now is just gonna pound it into your head later. Like, so I won't do that. Mini-map. Blah, 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 blah. Mini-map. So I have mini-map on my top right, but if I click the left stick in, I get this kind of mini-map, which isn't terrible. That's actually pretty useful. You will see it on my screen a lot. I like the mini-map, but I like knowing where I'm going more.
Where are you?
What if Captain Ivalice has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed
Now
in the face of
I
death far
say
too many times
I'm going to keep my videos at
Men like
20
him don't die in places like
minutes,
this.
but
We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll
we don't
agree to
know.
unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty?
Wait. Quickly, Reks.
So yeah, this first video is probably going to be a little longer because it's the intro to the game. Several enemies beyond, don't need to fight them, blah blah blah. So what he wants us to do is just straight up flee, which, okay, I'm down for doing. We go this way and we straight up flee. We don't need to go anywhere else right now. And now he's going to show us the save crystal, blah blah blah. Save crystal is just like any other Final Fantasy. You touch it, it heals you and your party, gets rid of any negative effects, and you can save. It's the same in every game. I'm going to ignore that file. I'm going to put this in number 5. The first file is me. That's for me. That's for me. Because I'm pretty much reallocating myself to the game. Last time I played this game is when it released on PS2. When it was just Final Fantasy XII. There was no special name to it.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Or, you know, Zodiac Age was a thing and I just ignored it the whole time. I never beat this game either. Yes, Rex, because we're a badass. Look at the cojones on this tank top wearing my fucking... I'm sorry. You'd think it'd be a problem, but now that he's alone without any help, they're making sure he hits extra hard. Nice. Do some thunder. That should hurt his face. Which is nice, they don't interrupt the casting. I like that a lot. And it doesn't matter if I face them or not, they'll turn to face them. As long as they're in range of hitting, they'll turn to face them. Go ahead and cure myself without wasting potions, because I don't think I have any. And we're gonna go now. Open said door. Oh, it's kind of spoopy quiet. I don't like this. Wonder what's gonna happen here. My bad. Woof. Your squad's dead, some royals are dead, some guards are dead. Damn.
Your Majesty.
And the king is dead.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Sounds different.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
This kid just has all the bad luck. So, Basch just killed the king? Question mark? Even though it doesn't sound like the same. He looks like the same guy. Does not sound like the same guy. Okay.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I, to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ashe, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Basch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Damn, that sucks. So Princess Ashe is dead, the king is dead, and the Empire, the Empire took over. Shocker.
Hurry it up, and
Oh.
they'll find us.
I know.
Rex's little brother.
You keep
It's been
an
a
eye
couple
for me up
years
there,
now.
Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right, time to clean house.
Alright, well, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. We get the opening to 12. So, just give a rundown real quick. Dalmasca was in between two fighting empires, and the Imperials, because that's what they're going to call them later anyways. I've already forgotten their names, because it's mainly the one group, and that's it, for now, that I know of. But Captain Basch took his squad to go save the king, and well, that didn't go so well. Turns out Basch was a traitor, killed the king because he assumed the king was just going to trade off his people to the Imperials anyways. So now Basch was put to death. Princess Ashe took her life out of grief. And now we meet up with Vaughn, Rex's younger brother, 2 years after he was stabbed by Captain Basch. So yeah, that's fantastic. That's where we're gonna leave this episode. On a happy note, right? Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.